Hello you lovely people, I'm Fallout 4 guy and welcome to my channel, and I've got a cool little survival home to show you today. I really like this build, so I hope you guys enjoy. I am going to do a behind the scenes section as normal, but I'll do that in a separate video as to not run this over too long, basically, because I think it's going to be a long one. So I'm going to do the tour now just as normal, and then I'll have the link to the behind the scenes in the description, so you can just jump into that later. So, if there was ever an apocalypse, this is the kind of place I would build and I want to be in. I've tried to make this as realistic as possible, thinking, you know, what would I need in this situation, and I think this place has got everything needed really, and without being too ridiculously over the top. So defence-wise, first of all, it's not really heavily defended. It's got a couple of turrets, but the main defence is the walls. Really, it's, you know, the perimeter's all guarded off. And then the other thing is the fear mongering of signs, lots of like keep out, you know, caution, do not enter kind of stuff. So, but other than that, yeah, it's not really that heavily defended. We've got a good vantage point up in the tree there. You can see for miles up the approach of the house. And then the other thing is the electric fence that's running around the edge of the building. And a little sign that just sort of fell onto it there, just showing what happens if you try and touch that. But yeah, there's the house. I'll just show you up in the tower first, actually, before we go in the house, just because you get a cool view up here. So yeah, you can pretty much see anybody approaching your home from here. And there's a small radio which tuned into the Minutemen frequency, running on battery, of course, because we're in a tree after all. And then a little distress beacon and weapon and some rum to make the cold nights warmer. But yeah, you pretty much get a cool view up here, so I wanted to come up here. So this started out as a little cabin. It was very small little, thinking, oh yeah, I want to build like a little wood cabin, and it just kind of grew into this over the days. But keeping with the survival theme of it, I wanted to do, you know, lots of cooking and scavenging type things. So this barbecue sort of evolved from that. With it's got a little eating area at the back fitted onto this old rusted up car, and then the cooking end. But yeah, it's also got like an instant char grill mode, which is all the gas tanks and things on there. So if you like your meat cooked with nice and brown and crispy, then we can do that. Perfect. The whole place is running on an old truck engine as well that's been left here. It's got the engine running, and that's basically the generator for the actual whole building and all the perimeter and everything. Electric fence keeps going around here. And then continuing with the survival food theme, there's a little fishing area. So I figured there was a natural little river running through here, so I put a little fish trap in. Basically the fish get funneled into there, and then they're easy pickings, and once they're inside there you can just catch them easily. So now we have the house, onto the house. So yeah, like I say, it started as a little shack, but it kind of grew like sort of a natural evolution of it, really, which is how I think you probably would build. I mean, obviously you just wouldn't build this in one go. If you were really building something like this, it would just grow over time, over the years. You'd add extensions to it and things as you found more material. The little hunting skinning area there, and then down here we've got the water supply. So the water runs off this sloped roof, funnels into the guttering, and then fills these barrels which are connected to each other. And then you've got a little tap at the bottom. Obviously you put your bucket into there, not waste it. I love these shutter windows as well, so they drop down you know, when the shit hits the fan. So inside's very sort of basic, but again, everything you need is in here. I didn't want it to look too too overcrowded either, so I've kept it quite minimalistic, if you like. Bit of a nautical theme going on. I don't know, the guy's maybe obsessed with boats or something. I don't know. And obviously a bit of a connection to the Minutemen, since that's where he's got his radio linked to them. And then indoors we've got a little greenhouse. Grow what you need in there. And then at night there's a UV bulb, which I don't know if you can see in the day. You'll see that better in the nighttime section at the end. And then the kitchen area, I really kept with the realism thing. I wanted to make sure that, you know, that there was ventilation, and I don't know if you noticed on the outside of the house, that pipe goes outside, goes up to the chimney, and that's basically where all the cooking smoke and the fire smoke goes. And then to the bathroom area, cleaning cupboard there. So yeah, the bathroom and the toilet, very basic. This is pretty much an outhouse. I wanted it kind of to look like it was an outhouse, but with a door leading into it. But yeah, nice and ventilation. Lots of ventilation in there. And then the shower. So that's got a light on, which you can't really see in the day. Little view from the windows. So upstairs is my workshop and bedroom. Pretty small, humble workshop really. But again, nothing, you know, it's quite limited space up here. This is like a little loft area almost. And then this little switch here, that's another line of defence. It's a searchlight system, but I'll show you that again in the nighttime section after this. And then so on the balcony, like, I figured that, you know, carrying with the nautical thing, he took this harpoon gun off a shipping trawler or something and mounted it on his balcony. So if anyone does kind of get through the defence, at least he's got another method to take them down with. But I just thought that looked cool. I'll show you how I kind of put that together in the behind the scenes video. But yeah, you get a cool view of everything up here. And then it wouldn't be one of my builds with it without a little hidden weapon storage. It's a very small compartment here, just some power armor that's being sort of put together at the moment. Specifically put on a trolley, look, because otherwise how are you going to get that heavy thing out of there? Try to use every little bit of space as storage as you would. So I've got a little little loft area. And then there is another secret compartment here that's got my heavy ordnance in that I've salvaged. Lots and lots of ammo and weapons. Preparing for the worst, as if it could get any worse than this, eh? But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I kind of wanted to keep it so as realistic as possible, but have lots of interesting things to sort of look at and see, as if give the illusions, I suppose, that it's been here for years and it's sort of growing over time, when really it just it's grown in about 4 days. But yeah, so I hope you like that, guys, and So the behind the scenes section is separate video this time, and it will be in the description, so hit that if you want to see how some of these things was built. And I'll leave you with a nighttime view. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe if you did, and I'll see you soon.